Okay, so this is a job finance type spell. I've done something similar before on the channel. So I'm calling on, excuse me, Santa Morte and Clonic for this working. If you're familiar with Clonic, go with Clonic. If you're familiar with Santa Morte, go with Santa Morte. Or if you have your own spirits, uh, go with them. So basically, what I do is prior to starting this video, I explain the situation to the spirit. I focus on the seal. If the spirit has a seal, I will focus on the seal, and I write up a petition and I anoint the petition and the photograph or whatever with oils specific to the situation. In this instance, a client is wanting to work in a specific area, a certain type of pay. So it's important to put that on your petition. For instance, I wanted, to write, I put down on her petition, should I say, to get really good benefits. And I like to keep things in the present tense. So I say, the client has excellent benefits. She gets along with all her co-workers. This is her dream job. Let me see. Without looking, this is her dream job. She gets along with everybody. A lot of prospects in this job to, be promoted, kind of thing. That sort of thing. The client gave me some information about what she wants, so that's everything was put in there. Basically keeping it in the present tense. I like things in the present tense, as if they've already happened. Does that make sense? Hope so. So Clonic is very good for riches and that sort of thing. I will not go into the description of Clonic at the moment because I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter. But it's easy for you if you just want to put Clonic into YouTube. I'm sure there's a plethora of videos on Clonic. I've worked with Clonic frequently, and Clonic is excellent at helping you. But please do your research first. Always make an offering. It's good. It's a nice way to it's a nice way to communicate first of all to the spirit. And I also work with Santa Morte, deeply work with Santa Morte, so I always give her offerings on a regular basis. And when she comes through, I will give her additional offerings, things like that. With regards to the colors of the Santa Morte, to me, the Santa Morte is all one, in my opinion. Occasionally, I do bring the statues down, especially for the darker workings. I like to bring the black statues to the forefront. But obviously it would be green or gold for success. And petition, I will also write a little petition, and that will go underneath the statue. I will be doing petitions again very soon if anyone's interested in that. Drop me an email if you're interested in a petition. Some people get success with just a petition. So each to their own. So I have the client's photograph in here. It's been dressed in oil, but I'm just going to anoint the petition. This is a luck oil. Okay. So this one is, where is it? Success. What have we here? It's not that one. This is an attraction oil, but it's more like an attraction for, not for love, if you know what I mean. It's for attracting situations to you. And this is Crown of Success oil. Use whatever oils you've got. Go with whatever you have. I'm just pulling this towards me. And then clockwise, 1, 2, and 3. Get yourself a cleaned out jar. Just pop that in, and I'm going to put some sugar in there. I like doing sugar jars for money. I find they work really well. If I could locate the sugar, would be good. Okay, I'm just going to pop some regular sugar in there. You can use brown sugar, syrup, honey, whatever you've got. Okay, now another thing I should mention, this is a Thursday, and we're in the hour of Jupiter, so it's just let you know Jupiter is also very good for money. I thought I'd mention that. Now I'm putting some shredded money in there because shredded money, like attracts like. This is real money that's being shredded. I'm running out of that, and I just can't remember where I got it at, but I know it's real money. I've had a ton of it here for years. I need to find out where I bought it from or obtained it from. A little bit of cinnamon. Cinnamon is good for attracting things and, you know, kickstarting a spell, I find. What else have I got? Yeah. This is a mixture of 5-finger grass. Oh, a bit of everything in that. I'll try my best to link all this in the description section when I have a moment. It's just I have a habit of making up my own bits and pieces prior to these workings. So everyone asks in the comment section, what did you put in it and stuff. So I really need to go to my book. I jot everything down, and I need to go to the book, you know, and work from there, because I use a mixture of things. So I would just, you know, use whatever oils, powders that you've got yourself. Because like I said, I custom make these, and I would need to do a separate video on how I actually do this. So, you know, things like 5-finger grass is good. Like I said, I put sugar in there, some cinnamon. You know, do your research, and shredded money. I'll be putting a little magnet in there to draw the actual job she wants to her. I always put a dice. A dice is good because if you're a gambler, for instance, if you do the lottery, lotto, whatever you call it, a little dice is always good. I like the green dice. Very good for attracting money, so I'm popping that in there as well. And let me see. I don't want to go too overboard. I think we've probably got enough in there. I'm just going to blow into this. And all those oils I put on the picture of the client as well. I will be burning probably a gold candle on this. Just going to shake it once, actually twice. I'll be burning a little gold candle on it on the specific nights of the week. There's certain nights of the week that I'll burn a candle on it. Obviously don't break up spells alongside a working like this. It's important that you keep the negative break up energy you know, separate. So like I said, I do them all on different nights. Tuesdays and Saturdays are nights for crossings, hexes, that sort of thing. Friday is very good for love work. Thursday, money work. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the Jupiter symbol probably on top of this, and then the candle and then I'm putting the seal of Clonic underneath. So if you want to know what this, I have it printed off somewhere, but I'm sure you know what it looks like. It looks like this is just a rough, it looks like a 4. It's not great, but that is nearly as accurate as I can get it. Jupiter could be better, but yeah, with a black Sharpie, you know, I suppose you could do it with green or whatever. And another thing I'll mention is the symbols. I also etch into the candle some rune symbols. I will show you again the rune I use. I always would etch in the rune Fehu, which looks like that. Fehu is good again for accumulating wealth. Fehu, Fehu, if you want to Google that. Also, on the candle, I would put, you know, like the dollar sign or the euro, pound, that sort of thing. I would write the word success on the candle. I would also write, let me see, if it's the name of a company you want to work for, I would, you know, spiral that around the candle with engraving. You know, I would engrave it around the candle. It's best to get like a thicker candle. What else I need to say about the candles? And I anoint the candles with the oils that I've used, success oil, luck oil, that kind of thing. Sometimes I'll take it a step further and I will make my own sigil. I do this myself, for myself. So this is another aspect of magic that I'll get into at a later date. There's no point me going into it now, but basically, let's say I want a job. I'm going to explain it now, and I said I wouldn't. But basically, what I'm talking about is making your own sigil, which you, I don't know if you're familiar with Austin Spares. That would be the way I would go about it, that you write it out and then you knock out certain letters. I will make a video on that. And then you incorporate what you have left into your own little sigil. But that's for another video because it's very, very detailed and very time consuming, so I'll have to, it's something I don't think I've done it. Have I done a video on that? Probably a few years ago. I did that, but I will address that again. So anyway, so hopefully the client will secure her dream job, and also it's very good to incorporate the law of attraction with any work that's being done. Positive thinking goes a long way with magic. I'm sure you're fed up listening to me. I say this all the time. I'm just going to pop this to the side. I'll finish that in a moment. But it's really important that you keep your mind positive at all times, and see yourself in the dream job, doing the dream job, living it, you know, living your best life, basically. I did look at a couple of cards just while we're at it. Okay. So I think I should look at the oracle cards first. First card out. Now, this is bad news. Don't be alarmed by that. With regards to jobs, you will probably get a knockback here and there. Like I say, don't be discouraged, because the realm of spirit has a better plan for you, if you know what I mean. So if you do get a knockback, don't over focus on it and don't let it bring you down, because I think the realm of spirit is guiding you. So let them guide you. Don't let yourself become too hung up on this if this happens. If you get, turned down for one position, there's always more, and you bang on enough doors, one will open. So just bear that in mind. Like I say, spell work is not just an instant fix. Spell work will bring out the best result for you, if that makes sense. You will be guided to the best position for yourself. So that is what I think this is referring to. Yeah, and you're going to see this as a barrier, that card barrier, but please, please, please don't, because the next card is talent, and I do believe there will be a business company that will see your talent. And the next card is good news, and then you've got good fortune. So it's important to listen to the message of the cards when they say not to, you're going to start off on a sort of a bumpy road, but don't be discouraged. I have to emphasize, don't be discouraged. And looking at these cards, you have good news coming your way. And even in this center card, you're going to be, I think what's going to happen, is you're going to be at a low point in your life. You're going to be feeling really low, and that is when things are going to change for you. You're going to have good news, happiness. There's a contract coming, and that house is a business. So you've got a contract around a business and good news coming. And I think it's going to be at a point when you're not feeling it, if you know what I mean. So I think it will come as a surprise. But try not to let yourself feel low. But I do think good things are on the way for you. Now, these are oracle cards again, and they're just direct little messages. So the first one is, and they may touch on other aspects of your life. So the first one is clear the past. So, don't hang up, don't get hung up on the past. The next card is feed your spirit. That's again, keep yourself vibrating at a higher level. Don't get pulled down by depression. I know it's easy to fall into a depressed state, especially when things aren't going your way. This little card, meditate. Again, that's what I was trying to explain to you earlier when I said that if possible, the law of attraction, positive thinking, that's what that's pointing towards. Now, this is this unusual card, walk it off. Walking is a great thing, and basically when you want to clear your head, it's a good way of doing it. And then we've got decide. So I think a decision is coming your way. And then remember to breathe. So that's a card just basically telling you to, not to overdo it. And basically, 2 minutes even. Something in my eye. Remember to breathe is basically just, slow down, think, don't stress. Then we've got another card saying let go. Yeah, so I think it's important for you not to over stress too much about how things will, I keep saying let the spirit world guide you. You will be guided in the right direction. And the final card is accept the gifts of the universe. And I do think you will be rewarded. But like I said, if you feel the need, which I think is a good idea, for a few minutes, just focus on your ideal scenario. 2-3 minutes a night, and that goes for anyone getting any sort of work done. Focus on it for a few minutes each night, and you will draw it closer to you. And try your best not to fall into negative thought patterns, because that will just put walls up around you, and you'll come crashing into those walls. And at the end of the day, you don't want to cross yourself up. So it's important to, like I said, just keep vibrating at a higher level, if that makes sense. And yeah, basically the Santa Muerte is excellent, in her own right. I've called Clonic for help, because Clonic is good, really good. Also for finances and things like that, money, if you need money, obviously, you have to work for it. A lot of people come to me with regards to jackpots, lottery and stuff. Yeah, you can win bits and pieces, but for life-changing money, I don't think that a spell will help you that way, but certainly you can win money here and there, kind of things. Uh, St. Expedite is also good for money in a hurry. St. Expedite has been very good to me over the years, as has Clonic and Boone from the Asguisha, the Esther Cave Solomon. Boone is another money spirit. We also want to make sure, if we're asking for any money, that it's through no harm, harm to none. That's important. So I'm going to work on this, and this will be buried at the foot of a tree yet again. So I moved on to my third tree, I think. These trees are so big. I'm very, very blessed that there's land that I can do this. It's land that's on the family property, and no one will ever disturb that. Not in this lifetime, anyway. But as long as I'm alive, all these they're so far down into the earth. I really do put them down quite a bit, and I like the base of a tree. It's a good place. Or sometimes, if the jar is small enough, I put it into my potted plants, and basically, whilst they grow, the spell grows. If that makes sense. That's good for love work as well. Sometimes I put little poppets into the potted plants to make the love grow. So that's another thing. Anyway, so it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com if anyone has any queries, and if you're waiting on a video, it'll be coming out very soon. I'm pushing them out at a steady rate, so if you have any queries, do get in touch, and speak to you soon. Have a good evening.